2, 1. Okay, I'm calling to order the Board of Assessors meeting of July 15th, 2021, and it is 3:04. And according with the provisions allowed by Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, the meeting today, the public meeting today, the Board of Assessors will be held remotely. However, to view the meeting in progress, please go to facebook.com. You don't need a Facebook account to view the meeting. This meeting will be recorded and available to be viewed later at LakeCAM. So, at LakeCAM's website. I do not believe we have any public comment. Do we have anybody else on the call other than us, Sean? I'll take that as a no. We have some meeting minutes to approve, which were included in everyone's packet from April 29th and May 20th. If everyone's had a chance to peruse through that, I'll entertain a motion to approve them both at the same time. Do I have a motion?
What it should be.
So moved.
John Pink made the motion. Dave, you're going to second that?
Seconded.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? We still have to do the roll call. John Pink,
Aye.
Dave Lamoureux,
Aye.
and I vote in favor as well. Motion passes. Let's see, we have some motor vehicle monthly reports that Linda has reminded us when we have a chance to swing by the office and sign them, all along with some warrants and commitments. So when we get a chance, guys, make sure we hit the office and do those signatures. I guess I'm going to turn it over to you or Dave now, Harald, for review and discussion of the partial release of classified forest agricultural, horticultural, recreational tax liens.
Yes, we have a property at 43R County Street here in Lakeville, map 7 lot 2. That property will be changing hands. The property is presently classified under Chapter 61B Recreation. The buyer of that property would like to keep the property in Chapter 61B. We've worked with them on getting submitted an affidavit from the buyer indicating his desire to maintain the 61B classification. We've also received a chapter application prospectively. The closing hasn't yet taken place, but they want to be, I guess, assured that the board will continue the classification upon transfer of the property. That hasn't posed a problem for the board in the past. As you know, if there was a contemplated removal of the property, we'd be looking at rollback taxes, a potential first option that would not come into play in this transfer. So all I need is board approval. I will leave this in your folder in the box to view. And the application second page will have a sticky on it where you would sign the application approving the transfer of the 61B.
So the application shows that they're not going to change any use or whatnot. They're going to keep it the same. They're just purchasing the property, which,
Right.
Okay. Anyone want to make a motion to accept keeping it in chapter land?
Make a motion to accept the request.
John, do you want to second that?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor? John Pink,
Aye.
Dave Lamoureux,
Aye.
John Oliveri, aye as well. Motion passes unanimously. Next agenda item is we have invoices, which obviously we don't need to discuss. So just when you're signing the other stuff, see if there's anything there that needs to be signed to make sure our bills get paid. This leads me to agenda item number 9, which I think Dave asked me about because I'm actually in the library right now. I'm here for another set of meetings that I'm in the middle of right now. What is the board's preference for meeting again in person? Anybody not comfortable with that? obviously the governor has passed legislation that allows us to meet remotely through, I want to say, April 1st of next year. But just for planning purposes, I'm comfortable meeting again in person. I don't know if anybody has any issues with that, or would you prefer to continue to meet this way throughout the summer, start meeting again in person after Labor Day? It's open for discussion if anybody has any specific requests or concerns, or you say, listen, just meet however you want to meet and we'll be there.
I'd like to suggest a hybrid offering. I know there are times when the public would like to participate, even looking at my schedule. I'd certainly like to participate, but I'm not always in Lakeville at the best and most opportune time. So if we could generally hold it as a live in-person board meeting, but with the possibility of people joining in remotely.
So let me pose it this way. Is anyone opposed to meeting in person in the near future going forward, as long as there's space availability at the library, as long as all the key participants, meaning the board members and who RRG is available? Is anyone opposed to starting to do that again?
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it doesn't need to be a vote. I just wanted to make sure Linda threw it on there because she's asked me a few times because the library reaches out to her and whatnot. And I wanted to make sure that I did run this by everybody. So my intention then is, as we go forward, we'll schedule meetings when folks are available to meet in person. And if we run into a situation where it just doesn't work, we will defer to using the capabilities to meet remotely until that expires, unless they change something else going forward next April. All right. Do we have any new business to come up?
I'd certainly like if you have a moment just to update you on where we're at in the office.
Absolutely. Go for it.
So all of our building permits have been reviewed, inspected, and input. We're ready to compile the real estate portion of our new growth for FY22. We are, however, waiting for RRC to land here in Lakeville and begin processing of personal property. That's an exercise that takes them roughly 4 weeks to accomplish. In a meeting with Ari, our town administrator, earlier, I had suggested that if we can get RRC in to do that work, we should have our new growth wrapped up early in September with figures that he's looking for in going to a potential special town meeting. We have a recent request, actually within the last 5-10 minutes, from a committee that's pursuing a CPA surcharge. You'll recall that the town has entertained the Community Preservation Act surcharge twice before. They would like to come to a special town meeting or next year's annual town meeting with a warrant article to pursue a CPA surcharge. David is working on our annual 40S Smart Growth Report. We hope to have that ready to submit here in the next week or two. And David and I have been working on assessment to sale ratios. Probably good to share some numbers maybe at the next meeting, giving you a sense of where our assessments stand relative to sales that have transpired, and along with that, offer some recommendations on where we collectively, you, the board, and us as staff, might take valuations.
No, that sounds great. We're going to need to really take a look at that because we need to be within that 10% differential, correct?
That's correct. We need to be at least at 90%.
So it'll be interesting to see where we are with the real estate market, the way it's been over the past year to two. Okay. Any other new business or old business that needs to be reported on? I'll take no responses as a no. So having said that, we need to go into executive session just to take care of a couple of abatement issues. So we're not going to return to open session. So I'll ask somebody to move that we enter into executive session pursuant to general law, chapter 30A, to comply with or act under the authority of any general law, et cetera, to discuss real estate and personal property abatements and not return to open session. Anyone want to move that?
So moved.
Mr. Pink, would you like to second that?
Second.
Okay, so we're going to go into executive session.
Do you all have the?